While we still are waiting for some news about the new Baki season, let's remember the god of this anime, the one whose appearance on the screen promises that it will be some crazy stuff happening in the next few minutes, the one who destroyed every opponent he faced with no problem, and the one who gave birth to the strongest kid in the world, the one and only Yujiro Hanma. Before the new season is released, let's sum up all the insane stuff that the Ogre did in the series so far. Years before the Baki story started, Orochidopo was a young and famous fighter celebrating the opening of his own new dojo. Yujiro found out that the promising and the most powerful karateka appeared and decided to test Doppo's might. But it ends up Orochi got knocked down with 2 punches and Hanma leaves disappointed.
これが神の拳とまで言われる男とはな。がっかりさせやがる。
One of the most gruesome and brutal moments in Baki anime history happened at the Maximum tournament, and surely Yujiro takes a part in it. When the tournament was already full of fighters and there is no place for any other participants, the Ogre wanted his protege to take a part in the competition. He did not find a better way than literally breaking one of the fighters in half. After that, one spot clearly vacant.
この戦いにふさわしくない者は排除するべきだ。
The first time we met Yujiro is when he arrived at the battle between his son Baki and Hanayama Kaoru. He did it in his own crazy way, jumping from a flying helicopter in a Spider-Man manner, surprising everyone, also survived falling down from an insane height.
まさか
Next comes the moment right after the first one. He starts to beat up Baki and Hanayama. Kaoru tries to use his special technique on Yujiro. He grabs his opponent's body parts and then he holds it so tight that it explodes due to the blood restriction. But it makes no effect on Yujiro, confirming his incredible strength.
どうした
Never talk to a girl like Yujiro did, guys. Never.
このまま頭蓋骨むき出してやろうか。
A young retarded boxer wants to test Yujiro's strength and tries to attack him, but Ogre shows his reaction speed and grip power. He reacted to the lightning speed strike from Simp Jr. and grabbed his boxing glove. In an instant, Junior's hand becomes naked and the kid, scared of the Hanma Yujiro's speed and strength, froze in fear. Yujiro Hanma breaks into the Prime Minister's office. Breaks into the Prime Minister's office in a manner only the Ogre can afford, overpowering dozens of police forces and bodyguards with no problem, also mentally killing Minister with his terrifying aura. No one can stop him if he decided to make his moves.
警備体制がなっちゃいねえな。総理。
To prove his point, technique is nothing against pure strength. Yujiro chose pretty understandable for everyone way, punching the concrete floor of the arena, forcing the whole stadium to shake in an earthquake and making a big hole in it. Pretty easy way to show your power, but not accessible to everyone. Yujiro never was a good father, but destroying your own son after he already was beaten almost to death is something else. To be fair, it was really stupid to jump on Yujiro like that, but I can give a courage point to Jack for that move for sure.
日に二度破れるバカがいるか。
When Sikorsky kidnaps Baki's girlfriend, Yujiro was the one who found them first and comes to talk with the Russian prisoner. Even Sikorsky, despite he is from another country, knows who Yujiro Hanma is. But the fact that Hanma is a monster in the human body does not impress the tiny brain of the big Russian retard, and he decided to attack the world's strongest creature. This sneak attack is nothing to Yujiro, and the humiliation of Sikorsky was about to begin if only not Olive appeared to capture the prisoner, saving poor guy from Yujiro. Also, the greeting of those two Terminators looks funny as hell. Once everyone was tired of Yujiro's idiotic behavior and around 10 good fighters decided to stop him. They've never been so wrong. There are never enough people to take down Yujiro Hanma. Hanma defeated every single one of them using their signature techniques against them. Only an extra tight net and barrage of shots with tranquilizer darts for rhinos managed to stop him for a short period of time. The story of Muhammad Ali is starting like a horror movie. He and his friends were running at night, but despite Ali is the type of a guy who always dies first in horror movies, every 5 minutes each of his fellas disappeared until he is one left. Then young beast Yujiro showed himself. He was the one who was responsible for the boxers disappearing. They talk a bit, but what is more interesting is Ali's attempts to hit Yujiro.
ボクシングとは明らかに体型の異なるパフォーマンス。想像できるだろうか。私が生涯をかけた技術が触れもしない。
If the ogre himself is believing in you, try not to disappoint him. This guy tries to stop the fight because he was worried about his opponent's life, but you should fight to the end and never back down. That's how Yujiro's disappointments look.
Oh no. 敵に勝ちを哀願するとなんという軟弱。消えせ！
Casual Yujiro comes out of nowhere when two guys are fighting and starts to show off. He breaks Motobe's sword using only one finger, and then I really can't understand what the hell he wanted from these two guys. Yujiro punched already defeated Yanagi in the face so hard that his jaw disappeared completely. There is nothing impossible for Yujiro. Is it an earthquake that he stopped by punching the ground, or outspeeding the fastest bow by catching the arrow right after the archer let it go? When Yujiro is making fun with you, just let it go. Don't try to argue with him, or what's even worse, don't try to attack him in any manner, or you will be punished the hard way. Yujiro is such a beast that even punching his son almost to death and killing his wife is normal stuff for this demon in a human body. Also, he defeated about 8 good fighters after, then calmly left the crime scene. Even the head of the temple in China, 100 years old master Ryukayo, has no chance against beast Yujiro. The ogre rips off Ryu's face and throws it into the crowd. After that gruesome scene, Ryukayo even tries to continue the fights, quickly kicks the ogre and rips his shirt, only for Yujiro to return the favor and kicks him back, quickly ending the match as well as the career of the famous Kaio. Also, Yujiro is so cool that the US president is driving him around in a car. The ogre just relaxed in the backseat, putting his feet on the president, insulting him from time to time. Also, even the US president stated that the car with Yujiro Hanma in it is the safest car in the world.
The control that you have over this car is like your control over this country. It's nothing but a completely sloppy mess. Sorry.
In the fight at the Right Eye tournament, Yujiro fought against the greatest and renowned Supreme Grandmaster of Chinese Kenpo, the Kai of Chaos, and the current champion of the Right Eye tournament over the last century, Kaku Kaio. All Potato threw his wheelchair at Yujiro, but the Ogre caught it in such a graceful and easy move, using only one finger. One more time, when Yujiro was a beast, is when Bosch brings him to test his bodyguard who was trained by Junguewaro. Of course, the fact that someone tries to use him angered Yujiro. A response from the bodyguard was hilarious.
Mr. Bush,
Your bringing him here is essentially suicide. It's impossible for me to protect you if he decides to attack.
Also, he thinks that the only way to save the president is to throw him from the window and probably die by Yujiro, but with the blink of an eye, Yujiro appeared in front of the house and caught Bush. Even Yujiro's commendable speech to the bodyguard was savage as Yujiro himself. He just talking and poking in the ear of the US president in front of his guards who are powerless in front of the strongest creature alive.
Nicely done, kid. But still, don't know what you expected. There's nothing you can do to protect Bush from me. But you made the right call. I have no interest in you.
Yujiro is so bad that he can survive on an island that was under bombardment for at least a few days non-stop, and then he fights the soldiers who were hunting him on the island. Or he can casually defeat a 5-time White Eye champion using only his fingers. Of course, Yujiro's beast moments will include the activation of his demon back. Every time he uses it, it comes out epic and badass. One of the craziest moments of the season for me, Yujiro with his demon back activated just ate all Kaku's punches without significant damage and then finished the fight in his beast manner, almost killing an old potato. Once Yujiro comes to a gym where a bunch of boxers along with the middleweight champion was training. He traps them and knocks out everyone, maybe even killing someone, doing it simply to satisfy his soul. Even when Yujiro is just mentioned, he already looks, sounds and feels for everyone like a cool and strong guy, and from this mention we find out that Yujiro, Oliver and Junguewara is the 3 guys on Earth who were considered as a human stronger than the machine gun and even than an army, so the USA made 3 satellites watching the movements of just 3 men. The satellites watch the 3 and give a detailed image of them only a few meters off the ground, continually capturing their targets. But if one of them starts to move faster than just walking, over half of all satellites will be redirected to follow the target's movements. Isn't that crazy that the entire country should use half of its satellites to find one person? Even if that will make all the GPS signals in the world malfunction. Even one of the strongest countries in the world is feared of Yujiro disappearing. Everyone in the world who knows who Ogre really is feared of Yujiro Hanma. Alright, it was all significant moments when Yujiro goes wild. Maybe I forgot about something, leave your comments down below and let me know. The new season surely will bring us a lot of cool Yujiro's moments, but sadly we need to wait a certain period of time to see it. If this video was interesting to you, leave a like, subscribe if you want to know all of the Baki news first, and also for more Baki and not only Baki content. Thank you for watching, see you soon, bye.